Hello YouTube, it's Graphoniac here, coming to you live from the Moonlight server today. We are back for the second of the World Tour style, and you might have noticed something terrible. Terrible has happened back here. Yeah, so I was busy building and on for a long time one day. Doing a little bit of AFK, doing a little bit of building, doing a little more AFK. Several rainstorms happened, and at one point I came out of my portal and saw all of this had burned down. And I'm not 100% certain what happened, but my best guess, my best guess is that lightning struck actually did the damage, because sometimes that it actually does do some serious damage. So yeah, that's actually quite a chunk. There's a lot of trees taken out right there, plus all of these that I kind of hand built. And my bridge, my beautiful bridge. I could have built it back by now, but to be quite honest, I'm disinclined to. I'll do it. I'll do it later. But I have been busy. One of the first things that I did was to finish off in here. There were a few things that I've wanted to do for a while that kind of some finishing touches, and apparently MJ is looking at doing some music for us soon. Okay, whatever. Just a few things, getting rid of the torches and adding the curtain. I wanted to have the curtain to separate the two areas. So yeah, I like this quite a lot, and I'm looking and I don't see, so now I'm concerned. I had two golems because the one duplicated, and I renamed the second one because it was weird having two of the same name, but now Ping Pong's missing. That's very curious, MJ. Very curious indeed. What did you do? Ah! Walked right by him. Totally kidding! What's up, buddy? Hi! How are you? Okay, let's pretend nothing happened. So, the thing that I've been working on, and I've really enjoyed having the freedom to just build and not have to worry about the keeping track of progress and having to edit a million little clips. Just build and come back and show off. I've been able to do a lot of little things, like I finally figured out what I wanted to do for all my many donators. See, I had these where I built some, but I've got a lot of people who've helped me out in one way or another, and there's no way that I can build little featurettes for absolutely all of them, but I didn't want to leave anybody out either. So I've been thinking about a thing that could be kind of subtle and actually still get everybody's names. Like, so, you know, if this world ever gets offered as a download, you'll actually be able to go and see all the names and stuff. I wanted something that was subtle and looked like it kind of belonged in the magical little forest. So I actually stole the idea from Sark. He put snowballs in his item frames for buttons on the door, and I liked how they looked, and so I started playing with that. But then I had a gold ingot in my inventory at the time, and I liked the way that looked better. So I like this little bit because this feels kind of like, you know, those underpasses, and they've got the reflectors all the way along the way, you know, and I've got it on both sides here, so it's pretty cool. At least I think it is. And then I added obviously some overgrowth, and all along the way I added a few more ender chests and glowing things, and I think I put the pumpkins up since the last time that we looked back here. Some more of these. I'm pretty sure none of these lights were along the way, and unfortunately this road looks better at night, but it's hard to record that at night because of all the monsters. It's a really dangerous, really, really dangerous road. I'm constantly having to fix potholes. It's coming along nicely. I really like the way it's coming along. I've added just some minor details in here. I'm not sure if maybe I might do like a little bench here or kind of a fishing shack. This seems like it's asking for a feature, but I'm sitting on what it needs to be. And maybe that pond, maybe I just dress up that pond a little bit. I still haven't fleshed out my mushroom forest yet, but I did put, on every mushroom that you can easily see, I did put a name, because I'm really starting to love the shiny gold throughout. This is one of my patrons' features, Solon, and of course he gets the cyan dye because Solon. And I added some mossy cobble down in there, and apparently there's a squid hanging out in the waterfall. Bravo, dude. Hi, sheep. Axel. Jake. Sometimes when I'm doing some catch-up work, I go through and check all the things that I need to be keeping track of, and one of those is the donations and stuff, and seeing all these many names. It's overwhelming, the amount of support that I've gotten, and the artists who've sent stuff my way, and this community is just so very generous and supportive. And one day I'll find a better word for supportive. So until then, here's what I've been working on. You can kind of see it there. That used to be all open area and kind of a hill there, I think it was. And during a stream, I started clearing it out. That's dots. That's already done. I didn't do much of anything there. All of this here is rains, and I'll show you each one, but this one first. So I was doing a patron stream. I do a patron stream every Thursday about 3 p.m. Central Time, and we either hang out or we stream from Moonlight, or you know, there's a couple things. Basically, we just hang out and talk and get to know each other. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy them. They're really relaxed, really laid back. And one of these times, here I am gesturing with my hands like you can actually see me. It was really classy. But one of those times, I was working on this road, and I cleared out this section, and I said, so there needs to be a thing right here because there's this lovely bay, and it needs a thing. And Secret Agent Maya suggested a little cafe with an eatery. So I built a little cafe, and it even has a merchant that you can buy vegan-friendly things from. It's because that's important. Put some signs up. I need to finish putting up more signs. Got to decide what all is going to actually be vended here. But you know, soup bowls are on sale this week. So I patterned it off of these really artsy cafes that you can find sometimes, like if you go down to the art district in Nashville. There's these buildings that are obviously designed by artists and are fun to look at and unconventional. And I built this patio out here with a cleared center so that there could be, you know, live music, and there's a bench here, and there'll be a thing out there, but that's for a later episode. And the monsters are already pouring in. Oh my goodness. I don't think I have... Oh, yeah, the bed's set out there. So, yeah, I wanted to feel kind of artsy, like you see the local artwork up on the walls and stuff, but not too cluttered, still kind of simplistic. So I think that I managed that feel. I feel very content and happy with what I have there. Okay. Anyways, sleeping the night away. Joys of vanilla survival. I really like this little cafe. I'm very satisfied with it. I think that it's gonna do quite nicely. I need a name for it though. Super hip vegan bistro. Sounds, I don't know, not quite finished. But oh, the little outdoor tables that you can put away at night. And yeah, the villagers are protected because this is Desi door here. They don't recognize this as a too high entrance. I love the Desi door. Also, I put a couple golems in just to be safe. Golems could use a name too. I haven't thought anything really, really clever yet. Anyways, if you have any suggestions for the name of my artsy little vegan bistro, drop in the comments. And if there's some really cool suggestions, you know, we'll secret agent Maya and I will have a look and decide. Yeah. So there's that. I'm going to dress up the little bay area a little bit more, do some work around the edges, light it up a little bit. The only thing that I've really done is to place torches underneath the red mushrooms as I find them, because I like the way that that looks at night. And so that's that. Now, I built this bridge. I didn't finish the road out here because I got carried away with the next project. But the road's going to continue on through here, kind of following the torch path. And this is my cheaty way to get here from the base. And then it's going to go across that way for ever and a day. But let me show you Rains. Rain's another one of my patrons and has been a really big supporter in many, many ways. Rain is a geologist, and he likes to do outdoorsy, naturey things. And one of the things that I wanted to do on this hill, I've wanted to since I built Dot's installation, was build a hiking trail. And when it occurred to me that I could build a hiking trail for a person who really likes nature, you know, a geologist, it just seemed like obvious that that's what I should do, and immediately started getting inspiration. So I brought in a lot of the trees from the different biomes and filled this little nature path with, I brought in the stone. A lot of what, actually every single one of the 1-7 blocks, or whatever these guys, every single one of these I brought in. And if you see an ore at the surface, there's a good chance that I brought it in. And I put in some of this gravel, and obviously the puzzle's out of place. So I've spent a lot of time doing just the details. And then the ferns and the grass, which I hand did, I think I spent 6 or 8 hours on just this walking trail. But I'm really satisfied with the way that it feels. And even at night, it's a lot of fun because the lighting is minimal, but you can still kind of see your way around. And you can see Dot's thing from here. Nifty little view. And then, of course, what trail would be complete without a completely vertical climb? And there's the first lookout point. And you can see my 2 big builds here. The biggest builds that I've done for my installations yet. But it's a big area and deserves big builds. And you'll be able to see a 3rd installation probably. Although it's kind of cutting off where that installation is supposed to be, so maybe not. Yeah, anyways, continue up the trail. I tried a new style of bench. Put in a little waterfall and these jungle trees. Another little bench. And like I said, every little bit of this I imported. And I cleaned up the backside of Dot's floaty tree block thing so that it looked a little better. There's another really big installation, and I brought in these smooth ones because on hiking trails, if there's an interesting rock formation, people like to touch it, and that tends to make a smooth, shiny surface on some things. And I thought that was, you know, what I was going for here. But I brought in, I even placed that coal. I did finally get a super tree here, and I brought the roofed forest in a bit. I'll come show you over here. I brought the roofed forest in a bit, and I brought in quite a lot of this grass, and obviously those super trees out there didn't belong there, but there is a spruce forest just on the other side of that hill, so I brought those up. I really like the shape and feel of that, and how it breaks up the skyline. And then another thing about hiking trails is that sometimes there's natural features that look fun, like a seating area, and then people tend to actually do it, use it as such. So I made a rock formation, theoretically, that, you know, happened in the wild, that looks like a couch or a sofa, and pretend that it's called God's Couch and maintained by Troop 87 in the Boy Scouts. This was actually a local troop. So this is God's Couch, and I mean, it's really quite a view. Really quite like this view. I'm very, very satisfied with it. I did breed the sheep up a little bit, but most of those sheep spawned in. Yeah. Very, very satisfied with the way that this feels. And then the trail ends here with a serious overlook. So the road comes in across this way, and then is going to go through to this peninsula shapey thing here and off in that direction. And then it'll hug the coastline out toward where we're going, with several really big bridges. And of course, what hiking trail and overlook would be, I mean, seriously, I couldn't not do this. I broke the rail, see, and people, you know, come and play in the waterfall even though they're not supposed to. And I should probably put a sign up, something about do not play in the waterfall, because, you know, people are going to. But I have to show you, because this waterfall was actually like that. I don't think I moved it really at all. I did add in a little bit more detail in the thing itself. You can see even all the way over there. Whee! I did shape this up a little bit though, and added that mossy there, and redirected this water. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of that still. It was completely all across here, and I built this up a bit. But I'm thinking that the road will come across and go across this, like right here, with a little mini bridge. And then from this height, go with the arch supports to the same height over there. At this point, there's going to be a lot more bridges. I think I've got 5 major bridges planned, maybe 6. And one of them is going to be like one of my favorite bridges, and then the rest are going to be similar but somewhat different, just to shake it up. And then the final bridge is going to end up probably taking me a couple months to build, because it's going to be massive. But I'm really enjoying this process, and I see, hopefully by the end of the year, being out at my final destination and enjoying the builds quite a lot along the way. Along this route, the next thing is out that way, and I'm waiting on Tango's go ahead, because his volcano is just on the other side of that beacon, so he'll be able to see it. Hi. He'll be able to see it, and he said he was gonna do a thing first, so I'm waiting on that, and then I'll build the installation there and clean up this bay while I'm waiting, and I'll continue the road out a little bit and do the first of the major bridges, and then maybe another installation or two. I've got a couple pretty great ones planned, but I'm a little bit scared to begin because they're big projects. And then I need to do a bunch of little bunch of little projects too, like I had at the beginning with the little wheat installation stuff. But anyways, that's the end of the Minecraft day. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back to home and sleep the night away, call it an episode. But I will see you guys again next week and hopefully have an awful lot to show you. Hope you guys are having a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye! Okay guys, so I saw that ZF lost his dog. He had a dog, Merman sidekick, he lost him, and I feel bad. I feel bad for the guy. So, we're gonna go cheer him up, okay? Alright? Is that cool? Alright, let's go guys. So Merman Sidekick used to hang out in ZF's second little dome. I don't know. You guys, there's a lot of you, so I guess we should probably start down here. Y'all, come on. Who wants to come down here? Anybody? Alright, okay, so you can sit here. And let's have somebody in here. You can sit there. Does anybody want to sit on his bed? No? Usually someone goes and jumps on the bed. No bed jumpers? Librarian dog. Alright then, sit. Oh, you're clever. Alright, I like you. So, let's say... I gotta name you guys, you're all in the way! Sit. I might have to come back and name the sat ones. Alright, you guys are awful. So many of you! Anybody want to be a hallway dog? I thought I had more sat here. You sit. You sit. Okay, now we need to go over to his other tunnel. Up. We might even put some out in his farm if you guys, anybody wants to be a farm dog. Oh, so there's a cow down there. And also, I don't have any ender pearls with me. Come on. Not all of you, though. Here we go. And you're all gonna come, aren't you? What's with the... Oh, did I accidentally eat that? Must have done. Sorry, I didn't mean to eat your food, guys. Alright, sit. Sit. Over here. Here, boys, here, boys. Sit. 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 Oh, a puppy. Sit. 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 We should name the cow. Oh. Cow needs a name. Oh, you're supposed to say seated. Why do you stand up when you were named? Oh, you really are hungry, aren't you, buddy? Poor thing. Oh, so you guys sit when you're named. Good to know. Come here. Come on. Wants to be a roof dog. Awesome. Alright, I gotta name you. Sit. Good boy. I'm gonna go borrow Zed's bed and then we'll finish this project. Why won't you be named? Georgette the librarian dog. Do you have a name? You have a name. You have a name? You have a name. We still need farm dogs. I haven't forgotten. The goat. Let's go check out the farms. They're over here. Don't hit the cacti, guys. Okay, here's the tricky bit. I can't put you in there and then name you like you just walked in. Because I might accidentally name a cow. So, one for you. One for you. One for you. One for you. Hahaha, that's gonna be great. Okay, and the rest are my pooches. Everybody stand in line. Alright, so come on then, George. You're not George. You're George. Alley-oop! Oh, sit. Sit. Good dog. And ZF's favorite. I think I can get you to stand on one of these things. Okay. Come here. Sit. Boy, you need a snack? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here you go. How do you get out of this madhouse? Come on, Bob. You want to be a guarder of the wheat field? You're not Bob. Bob, sit. Good boy, Bob. And you definitely belong in the cow pen. Come on, buddy. Oh, he has pigs too. Gotta guard the pigs. Come on, I think I know where there's some food. Hey, piggies! Gotta say, this is pretty brilliant. Nice way to do it. Really, you can come hang out with the sheep too. We haven't seen Willie around. He's been kind of secretive. Maybe you know where he is. Yep. And we'll leave Fluffy to watch over the whole lot. And chickens. Can you handle that? You got that? Okay. Alright, I think we did a good job, guys. I think ZF can't be lonely anymore. It's hard to replace an old friend, you know, but you guys aren't replacing old friends. We're providing new ones, right?